Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to my art room. My name is Ankarette. Please hit subscribe and like if you'd like to see further content. I am an artist, historical recreator in the Society for Creative Anachronism. I also just love to create. Please join me on my weekly vlog journey as you see me go through the ups and downs of the journey of creating, the struggles, the obstacles, as well as the successes and the joys. Have a blessed day, and I look forward to seeing your comments. Hey there, my beautiful lovelies. So today is Saturday morning, and I have now been to the grocery store and done some meal planning already this morning. Yesterday was kind of a dud. I really didn't do anything yesterday. Well, that's not true. I hung out with a friend, which doesn't happen very often anymore. And then I did a client call, and then I had a family Zoom call. And now I'm watching a train cross. And this is just lovely. I love trains. My oldest son, when he was small, he had an absolute fascination with trains, and we would watch trains all the time. Anytime he had a chance, we would sit and watch a train. Anyway, so that's the beginning of today, and I'll keep in touch. So it is Sunday. It's Sunday, May 10th. Yesterday was full, and I did actually a great deal of work. I just didn't film anything because I forgot totally about it. Friday, I didn't do much of anything except work with clients. Yesterday, I had a session with a client, and I did quite a bit of sewing. Today, I started with a session with a client, and it was 3 hours long. I will be finishing two things today. I will be finishing this green shirtwaist. I cut it too short, so I do have to put a peplum on it, which was not part of the original design. That's okay. I'm gonna hopefully film that part. The mock-up of the white shirt that I made a couple weeks ago that I did a video on, I am going to finish that change up of the sleeves, and I should be able to video that. My hope is I got a new commission, so I'm gonna work on that. This is the commission. I would like to get out another linen blouse made today. I will see what happens. And I also want to work on the split skirt. I have lots of stuff to do today, and I started with clients, and that cut a good chunk of my morning out. So we will see what actually happens today. Sunday's also my laundry day, so I like to spend my time in my studio because then I can keep a track on the laundry situation. I do need to tidy up. Part of the other thing that I want to look at is I have some scrap wool and some scrap fabric, and I'd like to make myself a tailor's ham. Maybe I will do that today. I'm going to add that to my board just in case, and I'll be back later. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm working on finding my voice. Finding your voice in video is not as easy as you think it would be. We talk all of the time, and our normal conversational tone and the way we communicate with people, we develop over time. Apparently, I use a lot of verbal pauses. I also use a lot of long stretches of silence. And that does not, it's easy to edit, but it's not easy to edit. I also say so a lot. I'm working on better introductions for my videos because I say a lot of hello, my beautiful lovelies, hello, my beautiful Facebook friends, my YouTube friends, and I think that I'm going to use a introduction that's a little bit different. I'm working on it. I've filmed a couple blurps. I will see what it sounds like. Yesterday was Sunday, and I didn't film anything. This weekend was a wash in filming. I started on a shirt on Saturday afternoon. I thought I had hit play, and apparently I did not. So we just breathe through this experience. Well, I want to scream. And I'm just gonna show you what I did do on Saturday. I made this blouse. It's got puff sleeves, and I had to put a waist on it and add peplums because when I cut this shirt, I forgot that I had added 4 inches to the other pattern. I wrote it down even. I wrote it down, and then I forgot it. Hooray! I also added some lace at the collar, and this is just an overlay, and I really liked the way it looked when I laid out the pattern. I used these really pretty leaf buttons. It's a very busy plaid, but I just love it, and it's this wonderful 100% cotton shirting fabric. It's got some body to it and some weight. It should be perfect. The other thing that I worked on this weekend is, if you watched my my shirt video from a couple weeks ago, this is the mock-up. I took the eyelet lace sleeves off of it and I put fabric that actually matched the shirt on this outfit. I also fixed the cuff and the length of the arm, so it actually sits on me much more comfortably, and I'll splice in some pictures here. The other thing I did was I went back to my wearing history pattern and I made another cami because I know that I made a couple camis that I didn't like, and I couldn't remember what I didn't like about them because I did not write it down. 2 things is this back, the next time I make one, I'm just gonna cut the pattern with this size better, because what happens is there's a gaping at the shoulder. It like flies up on the side and it looks like you have a half finished sleeve, and it's supposed to be the sleeveless one, and it doesn't fit quite right. So I'm gonna actually create a pattern where this is a set piece and the front actually gathers. I ended up in gathering it with the drawstring, but then I sewed the tabs down instead of leaving them dry. I fixed it to where it fits me exactly right. I did put a waistband on it, and I did use these huge recycled plastic buttons because that's what I had. I didn't have any white ones, but that's okay, because generally speaking, I think this is going to probably be the one that I wear under that green one, and you're not going to see the buttons anyway. And then yesterday, I didn't film anything, but I got done with both shirts and the cami, and then yesterday I thought, you know, I really would like to try out the Truly Victorian walking skirt. Yesterday was Sunday, and I went through Sunday afternoon, early afternoon. I use these 2 books a lot, Victorian Fashions and Victorian Fashion Patterns. They give me a lot of inspiration and a lot of really good imagery to base ideas of garments on. I am not recreating Victorian fashion. I am history bounding based on historical fashion. So that means that I'm taking a historical design or an idea and I'm tweaking it to something that I want to wear as a modern woman. So comfort, what I'm doing in the garment, how the garment feels, the fibers of the garment, all those things make a lot of sense to me. I had purchased this fabric about a month ago. So this is TV 291, the 1898 walking skirt. Now, if you watched my other skirt video last week, I will link that in the description box. I've been drafting my own walking skirts. I haven't been using a pattern. I've been just looking at pictures and figuring it out. And I've been using that same pattern for 3 years. And I didn't know anything about Truly Victorian patterns till about 6 months ago, maybe a little bit longer than that. And I discovered it through Noelle at Costuming Drama, and I will link her below as well. From the moment she started talking about them, I went onto the website and I started drooling all over them, because I do have some reconstructing history patterns and they don't make a lick of sense to me. There's always something wrong with the pattern, and I just truly do not enjoy sewing when I'm trying to figure that out. Wearing history, she's got some patterns that I like, some that I don't. Truly Victorian, I've been trying out. So this green plaid shirt that I made, this is a Truly Victorian shirtwaist pattern that I've adapted. Again, I adapt. It's what I do. So I decided to make a walking skirt from this walking skirt pattern. And I had this beautiful, and I'll show you this, this is just gorgeous fabric. So I had this beautiful blue fabric, and it's actually a shirting fabric with a little bit of texture. So it is almost has like a denim look to it, but it's not denim, and it doesn't have a denim texture. And what I did on this skirt, and I will show you what I did wrong, but pay no mind to the rustling. That's all of the garbage on the floor from this week's weekend sewing. I just haven't picked it up yet. This, I took the selvage and I made it as part of the skirt. I am actually so tickled by the way that looks. So this one faces in the front, and the back side, it faces out. And I just love the way it looks. Now, errors in the pattern that I made. This part I got right. So the way it slopes and it starts to pleat in the back. But this here, random pleat in the middle of Nowhereville. Like, I have no idea what I was thinking. Not even a little bit. I do have to put the hook and eyes in the skirt, but I did a really big hem. I really like the big hems. So this hem is a good 8 inches deep. Hand stitched it down. And it's exactly the length that I want it to be. It's really nice. Let me see if I can get a better picture. Does that look a little bit better? It's kind of shadowed, but excuse my mess. It is an absolute mess in here right now. I just love the way that looks. This walking skirt was made from navy blue / white, 100% cotton cambric or cambray fabric. I had shirting wrong. It's cambray. I absolutely love it. I got it on sale through fabricmart.com. I ordered 5 yards of it, and I pretty much used all 5 yards in this skirt. I have a little smidge of a ½ yard left. Perfect, no problem. I just need to remember that this pattern definitely takes 5 yards. I bought 3 yards of this fabric, and I might have a ¼ yard left. So I know there's a lot of cutoff on the floors. I did make some mistakes. I did waste some fabric. Makes me a little sick, but sometimes that happens when you're, even with a mock-up, you can still make mistakes on your final project, and you shouldn't let that deter you from continuing to sew and continuing to work on projects. The next fabric that I have 4 yards of, so I do not have enough for a walking skirt, but I do have enough for a shirt and or maybe a pair of like a walking split skirt. But this is shirting, so I think that I'm probably going to do a blouse. And this is a beautiful striped white fabric, and if you look at it up against this skirt, it's got a really nice I know my background kind of gets in the way, but I really like the grays in this and the neutrals, and I think it would look really nice with that skirt. So I'm going to make a blouse to go with this skirt, but I am not going to make a shirt waist blouse because I have the white shirt waist blouse pattern that I can wear with this, and I have the plaid that I am going to wear with this skirt because the skirt's plain and the plaid is very busy. But I do think that I'm going to use a different pattern for the shirt, and I'll probably make a video of that. I did order I ordered 5 yards of a blue cotton poplin shirting, and it's really lightweight, but it's a beautiful dark blue. And I may make another actual walking skirt, this same pattern. I've been making my own patterns, but I really like this one, and I think I'm going to enjoy wearing it. And I like skirts, so I like long skirts. I like skirts that you can stretch your legs and walk in. I do think that even though this is really long and I enjoy them, I would like a shorter walking skirt, just a little bit shorter, like 2 or 3 inches, so that I can get, I can wear it out hiking a little bit more comfortably. And it needs to be of a sturdier fabric. And I was thinking a corduroy maybe? All kinds of stuff on the drawing board. I also would like to make an apron. I have my list on the board, and I thought maybe we could look at the board together and see what needs to be marked off. Woohoo! So I can mark off green plaid shirt and my white cotton shirt because they're done. I got the green leaf skirt done. I have the black snail vest pattern cut out. I just need to make the tulle. This is a future project. The split skirt, I have all of the pieces cut out, but I don't have the tulle made. I really need to make a tailor's hem. This is a commission that I need to work on. This is another commission I need to work on. And I did get one sample corset cover made, and I want to make a linen one. Whoop. I do want to make a linen one, but I want to make it with the pattern that's somewhat changed. The other thing I need to add to my list is apron. And hat. I want to make a green hat. My board isn't very tidy, and I will clean it up a little bit. I have some green wool. I think I have maybe, I don't remember how many yards I got when I first got it. I know I've cut one vest out of it already. Yeah, I only got 4 yards of it, so I don't really have enough for a skirt, but I might have enough to get a vest for VLEF and a vest for me out of it. And it's this beautiful houndstooth flannel, 100% wool stuff, and it would be really nice to have that to go with this skirt, I think, over a white blouse. So that's kind of the catch up for today. It's Monday, May 11th, which at work all day today, I put the 10th because I lost track of time over the weekend. I have my art room to clean up. I have the skirt. I have to take the whole waistband out and redo it tonight. I really would like to wear it tomorrow, so that's kind of what I want to do tonight. And we'll see what else happens. I've kind of decided that the format for my vlogs is not working, where I say, these are the things I'm going to do, and then I do something totally different. I sound like an idiot, and I know that. So my plan is to start just vlogging as I'm doing something a little bit more. I'm going to try that format instead of pre-vlogging what I'm going to do. Oh, these are the things I think I want to work on today, and then doing something totally different. I think I'm going to start doing, hey, this is today, and then showing you what I've done, because planning out with vlogs seems to be actually energetically, I think, getting in the way of my progress, and I don't like that. After this weekend's video debacle of thinking I hit record and I didn't hit record, and I missed like 6 hours of footage of this blouse, I'm really disappointed in myself. I am going to video a whole bunch of stuff this week, I think. And then that will give me the opportunity to edit a little bit more at my leisure this weekend and figure out what next to, because I want to get ahead of my schedule again, where I've got things posted out. And I did all the way up through April, and then we went into quarantine, and I was living at the clinic anyway, and I didn't really have, so anyway, like that kind of went, as I like to say, ass over tea kettle. Welcome to the art room vlog. I am not in the art room. I am at work because I lost my phone this morning. I actually went on the hunt for it before I worked on the project I worked on this morning, and then I had an epic panic attack. And if anybody's ever had a panic attack, you know what that is. And I couldn't find my phone. my computer couldn't find my phone and I lost my cookies. But then I discovered that on my computer, because they are linked and they are both Apple products, there's a little bell you can activate. And then my phone started making noise. And then I found my phone. Amazing, right? Oh my goodness. I feel sometimes like I really get technology, and then other times I'm missing this gap. And currently Instagram is my bane because I can't figure out how to keep up with it, and I do everything on the computer and everybody else does everything on their phone, and I struggle with that, just so you know. So this morning I worked on some editing and I worked on a project that I'm going to start having. I'm going to have new content coming into my YouTube channel. I'm so excited. I've got collaborators that are going to help me with this project. Oh, I'm just so excited. I haven't done anything on the Reborn Baby project, but as per before, I have to let that other one sent out. The other amazing news that I got today is yay for taxes and owning your own business. Whoo! I get money back, and I am so stoked because I'm getting just enough back this year. I can seriously look at a better camera for my studio. And that has been on the wish list. I had thought that maybe getting monetized would be the only way I'd be able to get a camera, or maybe people subscribing to Patreon, which I have no Patreon subscribers and I am nowhere near monetized. So yay for taxes. My hope is long-term that I can create more content and get more subscribers, and that can be something that I do. I think that that would be awesome. I have so many ideas, and I filled another section of my whiteboard, which I will show you before I post this video. I'm just excited to really get some traction going on things. So I am working on a commission tonight, this Thursday night, and I'm gonna put this at the tail end of my blog. But I wanted to show you that I am seriously like doing some work tonight, and I wasn't entirely certain I would. So I didn't want to anticipate that and then it not happen. But this project is up here on the board. So I've got all kinds of stuff on my board that I'm going to be working on. So stay tuned as the weeks go by and we'll see all the stuff I make.